Um, Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Wednesday morning mindset session inside the morning mindset room of Virtual Co-working Space. Good morning to everybody, or good afternoon, evening, whenever the joys of live, yay. Wherever you are right now, whether you're here live in the room with us, Nikki and Karen, or whether you're watching the replay, I hope you're having or have had a wonderful morning/day. Now, today, we are doing the final part of our how to be a virtual assistant. Let me see if I can shut the window a little bit. Sorry. Don't even hear outside, but how to be a virtual assistant, and basically with no experience, when you're in this situation where you're just getting started, when it's all brand new and you're wondering what the hell to do. So we talked about 4 key areas or things that you have to focus on. The first was accountability, which we're going to do shortly. You've got to be accountable, you've got to have a goal, you've got to have a vision, you've got to stay on track with a definite task every single day that walks you towards that. And you also have to be grateful, because that's going to set you in the right mood, the right frame of mind for having a very positive outlook on what's going on and what's moving ahead. The second thing that we talked about was support, finding a source of support. So that could be locating a virtual assistant, mentor, trainer, coach, all that jazz, whatever it is, somebody who you can go to and learn from. But not just that, somebody that you can go to and learn from, but also join their community of like-minded virtual assistants, because that all adds an energy to the mix that you wouldn't have just sitting on your own at home watching a training program on your computer all on your Todd. Okay, so join a training program or something like that that has some kind of community, even if it's just a Facebook group or something like that, or something more. We talked about virtual co-working space, but basically that's the second thing that you need to do. Then the third thing that we talked about, which was yesterday, was skills development and the importance of not simply learning a skill because you think that someone will buy it from you, but learning a skill that you literally can do every day without fail, that you wouldn't get bored of, that you can also potentially expand in. I mean, there's so many other directions to this, but can you expand into that skill, or is it a very sort of rigid, fixed kind of skill that you can't, extend out into other things from? Okay, so that's the third thing we talked about. And then the fourth thing, which is today, is a strategy. You've got to have a plan in place for how it's all going to come together. Now, I'm not saying a detailed business plan with profit and loss and all that kind of thing. No, I've never done one of those. Funnily enough, that's what I excelled at really a lot in school, but then just found it all really pointless. I just don't have that kind of business. I run my business a little bit more creatively, shall we say? But I absolutely believe in a plan and a strategy of how you're going to put things together and move forward, because there are so many elements of a virtual assistant business you would not believe, especially one that's going to be thriving and successful. You've got obviously the online presence aspect, you've got the build of your website, you've got the build of your pages and the other real estate that goes around that. You've got lead magnets to bring clients in. You have to do consultations, so you need technology to be able to do that. You have to have social media, you have to do marketing. This is your business, you've got to bring those clients in, you've got to do networking, you've got to be interacting, and you need some sort of strategy. And that we haven't even touched on right now about when you actually get the client. That's all the stuff that happens before. Then you get the client, then you need onboarding processes, you need systems, you need guidelines, you need a lot. Okay, so you need instructions, you need communication. There's so much to think about. You have to have some sort of basic strategy to pull all that together. Now, even if it's just like you write everything out, you plan it on a piece of paper, you look at the big picture. I'm very much a big picture thinker, because I like to just know, okay, this is this is what I'm working with, this is what I have to deal with. And then I basically break it down and compartmentalize it into different sections and things I need to do from there. And then I put it in an order of priority. So I think, okay, well, what do I need to tackle first with this project? And building a VA business is exactly the same. You need a plan and you need a strategy. And that's why I created One Sourcing for Virtual Assistants, because it is an all-encompassing, start to finish, leveled strategy for guiding your business from zero, nothing, no clients, no presence, no nothing, right through to building teams, removing yourself from the billable time aspect of it, moving more into managing and consulting and going down that road. And there is a huge path, on the way there that you have to go through in terms of the clients that you work with, the skills that you develop, the learning that you have to go through, the trial and error. And yeah, I've been through that, obviously, over the last 19 years. I still can't believe that. I remember when I used to say, I've been in business for 9 years, and think that was a long time. Then suddenly you say 19 and you feel geriatric. So all I can say is there's a way you've got to do this, and the easiest way to do it with the least amount of stress, emotional stress, mental stress, to do it in the most harmonious way where you are not putting yourself through the mill constantly, is really to go through these 4 steps and finish off with your plan, and then just begin implementing the whole thing. Because if you've got those 4 things, you've got your mentor, you've got your community, you've got your skills, which you love, you've got your strategy and your plan, and you've got your daily accountability, so you can actually stay on track and focus and make it happen. That's what you need in a nutshell. We've compartmentalized it this week into those things. So I hope you found this helpful. I'll try and think of a new theme for next week. If anybody has any ideas or things that they would like to discuss in the morning mindset, to go through a new theme, to unpack a new project, a new idea, a new something, a new challenge, a new problem, then I'm all open for ideas. So please just email support@virtualmissfriday.com, and I'm happy to help, and we can start unpacking things in the morning mindset. So that's our little tidbit for today. Tomorrow we've got our card reading session, because we're going to do cards on Thursdays. So that'll be cool. I always like that session too. And we're going to go directly into our accountability now. So I'm going to come off camera, play the video, and I shall see you back here tomorrow morning. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before, thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.